The increase in food prices has been seen since November, seen from the Central Statistics Agency or BPS data. Head of BPS Suharyanto went to say that inflation in November 2019 was a lot contributed by food commodities. And to get a clearer view on food commodities contribution in current inflation, let's check it through the next graphic. This is the first graphic about some of the data that I will be present to you. The total of food inflation 0.37%, tomato 0.05%, onion 0.07%, broilers or chicken broilers 0.03%, egg 0.01%. And the Central Statistics Agency reported an increase in the price of a number of commodities in November 2019 with a pattern that is still the same since 2 years ago. From the results of BPS monitoring in 82 cities consumer price index, as a whole, inflation occurred 0.14% in November 2019. Hiking food price still continues when it comes to special events like right now, Christmas and New Year season. So what is the commodity that get hit quite hard? We can see through the next graphic. This is the most hiking food price during Christmas and New Year's season. As you can see in your TV screen, some of the data that is considered as a quite interesting data. This is most hiking food price during Christmas and New Year. Red onion increased as much as 50%. The price of it 22,750 rupiah per kilogram to 50,000 per kilogram. This one is taken from the data from katadata.co.id. The highest increase in food prices occurred in red onions, which is doubled up. Actually, the increase in red onion prices is an annual cycle that often occurs. Moreover, prices of a number of food commodities in traditional markets began to increase when it comes to Christmas and New Year. Therefore, red onion price goes up even higher. Not only red onions, there are other food commodities that experiencing or surging price. What are those? We can see through the next graphic. This is another commodity that experiencing, price increase, as you can see in your TV screen. Broiler chickens. The price increased as much as 2.8% from 33,227 to 34,156 rupiah per kilogram. And the other commodities that had been hiking the price, eggs as much as 1.43%. People seem get used to face the hiking price when it comes to special events. However, APPSI, the Indonesian Market Traders Association, which is an organization established under the Indonesian Ministry of Law and Human Rights in 2004, can reveal 3 things that make food prices, such as rice, meat, fruit, and vegetables, can be expensive in the market, especially before Raya and Christmas. Here we can see the reason through the next graphic. This is the list of the reason why the price of commodities keeps on hiking, especially during the festive season. The first one is supply issue, and then the second one is packaging. The third one is logistic costs. This one is taken from the Indonesian Market Traders Association or APPSI's data. Regarding supply, the spokesperson of a association said many issues must be faced in the supply chain from producers to market traders. One of them is where the planting schedule in Indonesia might not be programmed properly. The next problem is quite classic, which is related to inefficient logistics, where there are still no supporting infrastructure in number of ports in Indonesia, such as cold storage, so that goods are only stored in ordinary warehouse to await selling time. So how about government's efforts to prevent food price increase? Let's check it through the last graphic. This is government's efforts to prevent food price increase. The first one is executing market operation, coordinating with related parties regarding food stock, and coordinating with related parties regarding distribution. And hopefully the strategies that being implemented by government can work properly or effectively, and the price of food commodities that had been presented to you can go back to the normal as soon as the festive season go away. And stay tuned on Market Headlines because we'll be right back after the break.